Everybody, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about what's been going on with my pregnancy. It's had a little bit of a turn for something interesting. When I went to have my scan, the measurements of the baby were really big, off the chart really, and so the obstetrician recommended that I get in touch with the NHS hospital, because I don't know whether you watched my last video, but the scan that I had, I did it privately just because it's not something that they really give you on the NHS. In a way, thank God that I went for this, because otherwise none of this would have been flagged up that I'm about to tell you, and it could be nothing, but it could have been something quite serious. So having a big abdominal measurement of a baby in the womb, where the rest of the measurements, I mean the whole baby is really on the top percentile, so leg length and everything that they measure. I think there's like 5 or 6 different measurements, but the abdominal measurement is really big, which is sort of, it's like fat, I suppose, rather than just big baby, and it can be an indication of gestational diabetes in the mother, which apparently is really common. As far as I can tell from what the lady explained to me, it's that your pregnancy hormones suppress your insulin production, which makes it harder for your body to regulate the amount of sugar that it has in there. So anyway, to cut a long story short, I'm having to test my blood sugars 4 times a day with one of these. I got given this kit in a sandwich bag with little Sharpie needle things for my stabber, as the lady called it, which made me feel really sick. I'm not into needles at all. And then I've got a reader. My blood sugar is actually really low, considering. It's all very interesting, and I'm not even being sarcastic. And then I got given a Sharps bin, which freaked me out because this is the same Sharps, not the same one, but the same type of Sharps bin that I had after I had Angelica and had my C-section. They send you home with these injections, and it's something, I can't even remember what they're for now. Is it for blood clotting or something like that? And I had to inject myself in the stomach with these horrible things, and I hated it. So this sort of freaked me out a bit, but actually it's been okay so far. It doesn't hurt stabbing yourself with this. So this is the little process that I do each time. I pop the little blood reader strip into the machine, and then the little stabbery needle thing goes into this, and then you put the lid on, and then you press this button against your finger. You put it against your finger pad, and then you press the button. Even though it doesn't really hurt, it's just like that. I don't know how people have tattoos, because I'm such a chicken. But anyway, it's just like a really short, sharp little prick, for want of a nicer word. And then the blood comes out, and you just pop it onto the end of the stick, and then it reads your blood reading, sugar reading. And then I've got this chart that I have to fill in that way with all of my readings. So I have to do it as soon as I get up in the morning, and then an hour after every main meal. And they've sort of been really all over the place. So they're supposed to be under 5.3 when I get up, and they have been they have been every single day. I've been home and dry with that. This morning it was a little bit high, because last night we had people over on Sunday and we bought this massive cheesecake. I know this is terrible, and it was going to go off. So after dinner we had to use it up, basically. To be fair, my husband had a much bigger slice than me, because I was like, look, I can't do it because of my potential diabetes. But yeah, I think it still sent it a bit haywire. My worst ones have been after my evening meals. Yeah, my best ones have been after breakfast. Even though at breakfast, oh no, the morning that I had an innocent smoothie, I had a sort of, I don't even have a full glass of it. I had about, 150 ml of innocent smoothie. My blood sugar has to be below 7.8, and it had been all those days, and then it was 8.7 that morning. So it's been really interesting seeing what food actually does do to your blood sugar levels. Sorry, hold on a sec. And it has made me a lot more conscious of what I've been eating and whether I need. The thing is, oh God, when I'm pregnant, I just love sugar. I can resist it when I'm not pregnant, but when I'm pregnant, I just get really, really sort of shaky, and it's like I have to go for the first thing that I think will give me an instant fix, and normally that's something really sugary. So I've been trying to swap it for fruit, but that still makes it quite high. Nuts, like handfuls of almonds and stuff, just to make, but I don't get the instant hit from them, if you know what I mean. And I get really shaky and sort of like I can't really stand up, and I have to have something. However, doing this has made me sort of spread out my food throughout the day more, and it's been really, really good. So the next step is to phone in my results, and I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning, because they said to do it sort of towards the beginning of the week rather than the end. And hopefully they'll say that I don't have gestational diabetes, because they're pretty much bang on, and quite often they're a lot lower than they need to be. Hopefully they'll say, look, you know, they're sort of a tiny bit higher, but you know why that is, and get it under control. Because I've only got a couple of weeks to go, and I really do not want to have to start injecting myself with insulin. I cannot tell you how much I do not like sharp things. So yeah, that's what's been going on. Hopefully I don't have it, but as I said, I didn't realise it's actually quite a common thing during pregnancy. And then once you deliver the placenta and all those sort of pregnancy hormones leave your body, apparently then the insulin isn't suppressed anymore and it goes back to normal. But the problem with having it over a long period of time, and if your blood sugar levels were really all over the place, is that the baby apparently makes its own insulin, and it makes too much, which isn't a problem in the womb, but then it comes out and it's still making too much, and its blood sugar will be too low. I hope I've got this the right way around. So anyway, it's actually been very, very interesting. I'm now 37.5 weeks, so only, well, if I have an elective, I want to have my elective C-section on my due date, because I went 2 weeks over with Angelica, and I sort of feel like the likelihood of being early with this one, people tend to apparently go the same sort of amount of time, although that's not going to be true for everyone, but apparently the pattern is that. So I think I'm going to ask for my due date, see how that goes down, because otherwise there's only a week and a half to go. And I know this sounds really mad, but I was exactly the same when I had Angelica. I've got so much stuff suddenly that I feel like I need to do that I'm having a bit of a panic, and I'm like, I need another month. 2 months would be good. But at the same time, I'm really excited to meet the baby and just to get started with it. But on the other hand, I feel, I'm like, how is this happening already? How are we there? This is ridiculous. So we'll see what happens. And I probably won't tell people the date, to be quite honest, because it's just too much pressure. So you'll probably hear me go a bit quiet for a week or so before. Oh, it is a week or so beforehand. Well, you won't hear me go quiet. To be honest, I'll probably still be doing stuff in hospital, because I was last time, because I'm insatiable when it comes to getting work done. So that's what's been going on. Testing for diabetes. Off we go, because you must be really, really bored by now, and I shall see you in the next video.